the Kingbull Literider. Hello everyone, welcome to Brian Unboxed. In this video, we're gonna look at the Kingbull Literider electric bike. Here's a look at how the bike comes in when it's delivered. It's packaged well with a lot of foam and plastic protecting it. Assembly is required and the user guide walks you through the process. Inside it comes with the charger, user guide, tools, bungee cords, pedals, rear view mirror, headlight, phone mount, and inflator. So here's the bike fully assembled. The assembly process was straightforward. The user manual walks you through it. Basically you have to install the handlebars and then attach it to the stem, install the front light, front fender, the front wheel, and then the pedals. Going over some specs, this comes in 4 colors: black, white, red, and green. It has an aluminum alloy frame, foldable frame design, 750 watt rear hub motor, 1300 watt peak power with 80 newton meters of torque, 48 volt 15 amp hour lithium battery, 50 mile range, 28 mile per hour top speed, 20 by 4 inch all-terrain fat tires, 5 pedal assist levels and a twist throttle, Shimano 7-speed, LCD display, hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear lights and fenders. It weighs in at 71 pounds and has a max load of 400 pounds. Recommended rider height is 5'1" to 6'5". So briefly walking around the bike, you can see that the front you have the lever here for the handlebars. You have the front light, front fender. You have hydraulic disc brakes. You also have the front suspensions. Towards the middle and the back here, you have the battery and the battery keyhole. You have the rear fender, rear cargo rack, hydraulic disc brakes, and then you also have the rear light. On the other side, you can see the 750 watt rear motor, and then the 7-speed cassette. And then here's the folding lever for the frame. The handlebar area, you have your brake levers, your hydraulic brakes. You have the controls on the left side here, large LCD display, your gear shifter, and your twist throttle. So to power up the bike, there's a power button by the battery here, so just make sure that's in the on position. Once you have that set, go ahead and press the power button here on the left side. You can see here a nice bright colored LCD display. Pressing the plus button will increase the pedal assist modes 1 through 5, and then pressing the minus will decrease it. If you press the power button again, you can cycle through the odometer, trip, voltage, current, and the time. And then on the left hand side here, you also have the button for the light. So turning that on will activate your front light. And you also have the rear light. And this comes with an electronic horn. This is how it sounds. Looking at the handlebar area here, it is adjustable, so you just pull this lever out and then you can raise the handlebars up and down to your desired height, and then you can just lock it into place. Unfolding the bike is pretty simple. There's the lever here for the handlebars, so there's a safety button here, so you want to pull up and then pull the lever out. And then for the frame, it's the same thing. There's a safety lever, so push and then pull out. And then you should be able to fold it now. All right, so that's in the folded position, and you're ready to transport it. Now I'll show some footage of the bike in use. I'll test it out on rough terrain, show the different pedal assist levels, throttle, test the brakes, see how it does uphill, downhill, and then give my thoughts. All right, now time for the rough terrain test. I'm gonna take it down this trail. It's pretty bumpy. There's gravel on the side, and I take a lot of my e-bikes and scooters down this trail. The bike does have the front suspensions with the lockout feature. Currently the lockout feature is off, so the suspension should go to work, and it also has the fat tires. All right, here we go, rough terrain test. All right, it is a little bit bumpy, but the suspensions are absorbing the bumps. I can see it going to work. All right, onto the gravel here. Handling that with ease. Now onto the speed test. The bike does have the 5 pedal assist levels and also the twist throttle. I'm going to start off with the pedal assist, see how fast each level goes, and then after that we'll do the twist throttle. All right, here we go. Pedal assist 1. All right, we're at about 11 miles an hour. Moving to pedal assist 2. Picking up some speed here. About 16. Going to 3. $17.5. And then moving to 4. A little bit of an incline on the road here. We're about 18, 19 on pedal assist 4. And moving to 5. Definitely have the pickup there. It's about 20, 23 and a half, 23.6 on pedal assist 5. All right, so with the pedal assist, we hit about 23.6 miles per hour on pedal assist 5. Now we'll just use a twist throttle and see how fast it goes. All right, this is just twist throttle only. Here we go. Very smooth acceleration. The motor is pretty quiet. We're up to 22 already. 24. 25. 27.4. Looks like we're topping off at 27.4. Actually, we're hitting 28 now. So it's still going. We hit about 28 miles per hour. So 28 miles per hour with the twist throttle. Now I'll test out the brakes. I'll take it to max speed, and once I come into view, I'll hit the brakes and you can use the parking lines as reference. Now for the uphill test, I'm going to take it down this road. It has a nice gradual incline. We saw that with the speed test with the twist throttle only, we hit 28 miles per hour. So let's see what we begin the climb at, if we can maintain that speed or if we lose speed. After that, we'll do the downhill test. All right, here we go. Uphill test. All right, we're picking up some speed here. We're at about 18, 19. We're at 24. All right, we're gonna begin the climb at about 25 miles per hour. Losing a little bit of speed, we're down to about 23.9, 24. So not too bad. We just lost a little bit of speed here, maintaining 24 miles per hour. A little bit of an incline going to the turn here. I'm just gonna let it glide. So with the uphill test, we began the climb at about 25.9 miles per hour. Lost a little bit of speed down to about 23, 24, but maintained 24 throughout. So very powerful, and it did well. Let's see how it handles downhill, and I'm gonna have to probably slow it down as we hit that midpoint area. All right, here we go, downhill test. So far the bike has been handling nice and stable. There's been no rattles or vibrations. All right, gonna slow it down here a little bit. We're up to 25 into the turn. Very smooth handling. The steering is responsive. We're up to 25, 26. Almost 28 here. I'm just gonna let it glide into the turn. Here are my thoughts on the bike. The assembly process was straightforward and the user manual walks you through the process. I didn't run into any issues. The paint is a matte finish and there were no imperfections during the shipping process. I like that it comes with the lights, rack, and fenders. The bike feels solid and the frame is a foldable design. You can unfold it and fold it fairly quickly and it's easy to transport. The handlebars are also adjustable in height so it can accommodate various riders. The saddle is wide and soft, very comfortable, and I had no issues during longer rides. The steering felt stable and tight, no rattles or vibrations. It handled the rough surfaces fairly well. The front suspensions, along with the fat tires, absorbed a lot of the bumps. The 750 watt motor, 1300 watt peak was strong. It was able to handle the inclines with minimal speed loss and maintain about 24 miles per hour during my test. With pedal assist, I reached 23 miles per hour and with twist throttle, 28 miles per hour. This has an advertised max speed of 28 miles per hour and a range of up to 50 miles. But this will depend on the throttle usage, pedal assist level, weight, and environment that you're in. The hydraulic brakes had good stopping power and they grabbed on quick. The colored LCD display is large and intuitive, easy to read, and it doesn't get washed out on bright sunny days. Overall, the bike performed. It has plenty of power and range. It's portable with its folding design, and it's priced competitively and comes with a lot of accessories. So that is my review of the Kingbull Literider electric bike. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, this is Brian Unboxed. Take care, everyone.